This is arguably the best time of the show for me because we're going inside the glass now on the drive. Inside the Glass, of course, brought to you by Calgary Co-op Wine, Spirits, Beer. Enjoy member-exclusive savings on your favorite sips. Visit coopwinespiritsbeer.com. And Andrew Paulsen is joining me this afternoon. Andrew, welcome back.
Yeah, thanks for having me on, Ted.
I got to let everyone know, Andrew's a sommelier with Calgary Co-op Wine, Spirits, Beer at the Oak Ridge Tasting Center, right, Andrew?
Yes, that's right. So down on Southland Drive, and I look after the events there and also some wine spirit education trust training, which we're approved provider for. And also two staff training sessions and a wine locker club that helps keep me gainfully employed full time.
This is great. Yeah, and speaking of education, tell me about, well, first of all, what are we having this afternoon? And tell me about what makes this so special.
All right, so the wine I've picked this afternoon is a wine that's hard to pronounce somewhat, and there is quite a few more of them on the market now. It's a Montepulciano di Abruzzo. So I will say that again, Montepulciano di Abruzzo. So that basically means Montepulciano from Abruzzo.
Okay, now, so the grape is a Montepulciano?
Yeah, the grape is Montepulciano, yeah. So, and the area it's from is Abruzzo, which is a region which is on the east coast of Italy, and on the west coast we have Lazio, where Rome is. And so their main grape is Montepulciano, which is, this case, it's Montepulciano di Abruzzo. And this specific wine is sometimes blended, but this specific wine is the Colle Maggio, which is 100% Montepulciano di Abruzzo. And then the other, there's a few Montes in Italy that confuse things here. So we have Montalcino. So we have Brunello di Montalcino, which is a very high-end wine made from Sangiovese. And then we also have Vino Nobile di Montepulciano, which creates more confusion.
No
kidding. Basically, Vino Nobile di Montepulciano means noble wine from the town of Montepulciano, or the area of Montepulciano. And ironically, Montepulciano, the town, and the town of Montalcino are basically within 25 miles of each other on two different hilltops in Tuscany.
Oh, nice.
So, which is north of, quite a bit northwest of Abruzzo. So Abruzzo is further south. So we're giving Abruzzo, Montepulciano from Abruzzo a bit of love because Tuscany gets most of it.
Yeah, Tuscany steals the spotlight, right?
They
really
do
does.
Indeed. Yeah.
It really. So the Montepulciano, the grapes I'm having from Abruzzo, that area on the East Coast, what makes these? What makes this kind of wine? Like, what are the characteristics?
All right. So if we compare it to Sangiovese, it's a little softer. It doesn't have a sharper acidity. So Sangiovese can tend to have quite a bit more acidity going with it, but the Montepulciano has got a little bit more of a plummy cherry note going to it. You may notice that in the glass.
It's delicious. It really is.
And it's seen a little bit of oak. This specific wine's seen a little bit of oak, so you might pick up a little bit of a clove note. I'm also getting a little bit of a caramel or butterscotch note, cocoa, caramelized pecans happening as well in the glass. So this wine is like it's fairly full-bodied, right? So you'll find a little bit of tannin on the palate, so that's coating the mouth. So it's perfect wine to pair with a number of different foods. You could have it with a pepperoni pizza, a spaghetti bolognese, but you'd also have it with a nice barbecued beef cut as well. So also crossing over to lamb as well. So in that too. If you want to go the vegetarian there, grilled eggplant also would be quite nicely go with this wine as well.
All things that we cook in my house on the barbecue in the summer. Yeah. This sounds great. So how much would the Montepulciano di Abruzzo that we're having today, what would this normally cost a bottle, All
right, so this is $29 and change. So I believe it's around $29.59, and I believe you will be getting, if you buy it within the next couple of days, there is a discount you would get for buying this wine.
I think it's 15% if you buy it online today and tomorrow. So 15% online, March 2nd and 3rd. It's the Torre Zambra Colle Maggio Montepulciano di Abruzzo. Yeah. I hope I said that
You
wrong.
did that very well.
Thank you.
Montepulciano di Abruzzo.
There we go. And so you got to go online again, Calgary Co-op Wine Spirits Beer.com, and go on there and you can order it again today and tomorrow. And if people, I know that you do events, right, Andrew? And you host tastings. Tell me about that.
We've actually got a nice big one coming up. Is our Grape Escape. So that is March 24th and 25th. That's $65 plus GST for a ticket. It's running 2 days. Your ticket's only good for one of the days, though. You can go on Friday night or Saturday night.
Yeah.
There is plenty of beer, wine, and spirits to drink. And also there'll be plenty of water and plenty of food to placate the imbibing. So it's a good time. You get to try a number of different beverages throughout the course of the evening, and maybe go with a group of friends. And we still have tickets available for that. You can go to our Co-op Wine Spirits Beer website, and the icons will guide you to the where to buy the tickets from.
And that's coming up and the last weekend this month, right?
And
the
that's the last week, 24th and the 25th. In-store events, we do have, we're running those on a regular basis. I'm running one tonight, actually, which has been sold out. So that is a wine and food pairing event. And then,
that's cool.
Following week, I have a vintage wine, 10 years and older vintage wine event, which we have at my location and a couple of other locations as well. So,
sounds like fun. And, of course, people can ask you as many questions as they want at these events, right?
Yes, they definitely do. I do a lot of talking, and yes. And so the best thing is to have like a little bit of lemon juice in your water, just so that it keeps the saliva fluid, so you don't run out of gas.
It's all about keeping that voice going, right? Yeah, you got to keep that voice box nice and moist for sure. Andrew, thanks. Great to see you again, and thanks for this. I appreciate this. Thank you.
Thanks, Ted.
All right, good stuff. That's Andrew Paulsen, sommelier with Calgary Co-op Wine Spirits Beer. He's at the Oak Ridge Tasting Center store, and again, the website is coopwinespiritsbeer.com. That's where you can go online to buy this wine that we're tasting. It's the Torre Zambra Colle Maggio Montepulciano di Abruzzo. That's the one that you're going to be buying online tonight and tomorrow. Or you can always pop by Andrew's location, and I'm sure he'll give you a bottle or two as well to take home with you.